Wait for a while. Sorry, John, okay, so guys, in our last class, we had successfully completed Python operators. So in this way, that we completed variable data type and operators, very fundamental or very basic terminologies. So today, so what is our agenda? So we will go to a new chapter, very important topic. So basically, in machine learning or deep learning, widely we will use. So that is Python collection. That is Python collection. Python collection. So it is very important terminology in Python programming. So everybody is listening. My voice is audible to all of you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, okay. So से बैंक ରୁ phone ଆସିଛି ଲିପି ଘୋଷ ଉଠେଇଲା ସାର୍ କ୍ଲାସ୍ ଉଠେଇ ଦିଅ ଲିପି ଘୋଷ so what do you mean by collection? A collection of a book, a collection of pen, collection of mango. That means what? A group of data items. Collection basically or in general a group of data items treated as a single entity. In your last class, I had told suppose a biscuit petty or a mango petty, suppose that is given. So we are saying that is a one petty, one petty. But when we will open that petty, varieties of biscuits that we can find, varieties of mangoes that we can get. Okay. So in general, if I will define in general, okay, a collection is a group of data items. A collection is a group of data items treated as a single entity. Okay, for example, collection of pen, collection of books, or collection of mangoes, etc. In general. Okay. So in our context, basically in Python programming, Python providing four collection, four collections. In our context, in Python programming, or directly we can write Python provides four types of collection. So that we will discuss like the list, set, tuple, and dictionary. So first we will cover list. Okay. So there is four collection. Python is supporting. Python is providing. So one is a list, one is a set, tuple, and dictionary. So when in later on when we will go to machine learning and deep learning, so we will use the concept of list and dictionary widely. So we will discuss one by one for collection. So what is list and in which scenario we will use this concept of list, or what is the advantage of a list, why a list. Okay, so we will see the first point number one. It is a collection. It is a collection in Python. It is a collection in Python. Basically, we can say a list is a data structure. So what do you mean by data structure? We know data structure is a way where we store data. Not only we store data, but some operations that we perform. That's why we can say that is a data structure. List is a data structure. So list contains a group of data items, or we can say a group of data items we can assign. So not only a group of data items we will assign, but some operations we can perform over a list. That's why we can say list is a data structure. So I can say it is a data structure. It is a data structure. Then question is, संतोष शुभम कॉल कर उठेलो कहीं पचास. So then point is, why list, or in which scenario we will use the concept of list? Because there are four collections: list, set, tuple, and dictionary. Suppose one problem task is given, so we will use which collection? How we will know this collection is the suitable for this problem task? Okay, so this is the most important point. In which scenario we will use the concept of list? Remember this point: we want to represent when we want to represent a group of data items, when we want to represent a group of data items where duplicates are allowed, where duplicates are allowed and insertion order is preserved, then we use list as collection. This point you remember, when we want to represent a group of data items where duplicates are allowed. Suppose I will insert 100, then Sachin, then 100. So the data item 100 is a duplicate data item. So it is allowed. It is a such type of collection. So duplicates are allowed. Okay, and insertion order is preserved. So what is the meaning of this point? Insertion order is preserved means in which order we insert data, in same order we will get data. Suppose first I inserted 100, then I inserted oxe, then I inserted the data item 200. So when I will get the data 100, then oxe, then 200. That means in which order we will insert data, in same order we will get data, that is called as insertion order is preserved. So we will go to our Jupyter notebook environment, then practically we will see how to represent a list and some basic operations that we will perform over a list. Clear? Give a response.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
we got clarity, and I hope everybody is writing. So here, so in my screen, what I am writing, so simultaneously, I hope everybody is writing. So now we will go to Jupyter Notebook environment. So now we will discuss what is Python list. Suppose a list name, suppose I will write x equals to this symbol is square bracket or this symbol is subscript symbol. So you remember, I think in our previous class already little bit information I have given. So if the data items we assign within a square bracket that representing a list. Suppose here within square bracket I have no data item. So we can say this is empty list. Name of the list is X. So if you will write X, otherwise you will write print X, meaning is same. X means the value of X. Okay, so now it is an empty list. Just you see, now I will hit run. I got output. This is called as empty list. Empty list. So this is called as so X is empty list. Okay, so now I will assign some data items. Let 100. Okay, collection means what? One another point to remember, containing homogeneous or heterogeneous data item. A group of data items. So here one point you specify it will be better. A group of homogeneous or heterogeneous data items. Homogeneous or heterogeneous means similar or dissimilar, multiple types of data items that we can assign. Okay, suppose 100 is an end data item. I will write 12.34, one floating data. I can write a boolean data item true. Okay, I can write a string, suppose a string value, suppose Python. I can take a duplicate data item 100, left 300, comma 400, suppose. So what I did, a group of data items, multiple types of data items. Now I assigned into X. X is the name of the list. Just to see, now I will write X. X means the value of X. Whether you will write print X or you can write X. X means the value of X. Just to see, now I will hit run. So I got this output. This is the output. Just to see 100. Then first I had inserted 100. I got 100. Then I had inserted 12.34. Then 12.34. Then I had inserted a boolean value true. Then I have got true. Then Python. Then I got Python. Then 100. I got 100. Then 300, 400. I got 300, 400. So from this point of view, we observed insertion order is preserved and duplicates are allowed. Here duplicates are allowed 100 and this is 100. So duplicates are allowed. So how the control is understanding internally, you see internally a memory is allocating. Memory is allocating and the name of the memory is X. So containing a group of data items 100, 12.34, true, then Python, then 100, then 300, then 400 in this way. So internally a memory is allocating and the name of the memory is X containing this data item 12.34 boolean value true, then Python, then duplicate data item 100, 300, then 400. And here you remember one point like array. So there is no concept of array in Python programming, but that's why I told like array. In list index value is also we can assign, we can specify. 1, 2, 3, 4, then 5, then 6. So x of 0 is 100. Zeroth index data item is 100. One index data item is 12.34. Two index data item is true in this way. So it is possible that we can specify the index value. So if my requirement is I want to retrieve a particular data item, then I can retrieve by the index value. Suppose I want to retrieve a data item that is Python. So that is x of 3. So through the index value, a particular data item or individual data item we can retrieve. So in this way, it is possible that we can specify the index. So it is possible. So this facilities is not available in other programming language. So in this way, minus one. So from backward, I can specify the index. This is minus one, minus two, minus three, minus four, minus five, minus six, minus seven. So minus seven, minus six. This is minus five. This is minus 4. So index minus 3, minus 2, and minus 1. So this is forward indexing basically we can say, and this is backward indexing we can say. So x of 6 is 400. So we can write x of minus 1 is 400. So we will see, just to see, suppose I want to access a particular data item, or you can write accessing. So in this way, I can write accessing data item through index value. So I can write x of 0, that is 100. I can write x of 6, that is 400. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I can write x of minus 1, that is 400. I can write x of minus 2. Minus 2 means 300. Okay. So in this way, we can access individual data item. Okay. So if somebody will ask you how I will access a particular data item, the answer is through the index value. Through the index value, we will access particular data item or individual data item. Okay. I hope everybody got clarity. Give a response.
Yes, sir.
So you write, everybody is writing.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good. Now, currently I told internally a memory is allocating, the name of the memory is x, and the memory containing this group of data items 100, 2.34, true Python, then 100, 300, 400. Then question is, what is the size of memory? How much amount of memory reserving for x? So question may arise. Okay. So how much amount of memory is reserving, is allocating for x? Okay. So for that, so what we have to do? One module I am importing, that is sys. You remember, import is a keyword. Import means bringing. Import, export means sending. Sys, sys, sys is a module name. Module means package or container. Sys module, why I imported, why I brought sys module into our environment? Because this module or this container containing so many built-in function. Okay, then one built-in function I will invoke, I will use, and that built-in function will tell us what is the size of memory or how much amount of memory will allocate. Okay, so I will write within a print statement means output statement. Okay, so I can write says dot there is a built-in function get size of, within bracket I will write x. X is the name of the list. So you remember what is the size of x? For this there is a built-in function. The built-in function name is get size of. Get size of is a function coming from sys module, and how this function we are invoking, we are calling module name sys dot get size of. Within bracket I specified the list name. Here our name of the list is x. Now I will hit run just to see 112 112. That means 112 bytes of memory will what reserve. So here the size is, okay, the size is so 112 bytes. So 112 bytes of memory allocating, and the name of the memory is X, and the memory X containing this group of data items. Here give a response.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I hope everybody getting
Yes,
correctly.
sir.
Okay. Then we will go to the next point. Currently, I was telling list is a data structure. That means list not only stores data item, but we can perform some basic operations. Varieties of operations that we can perform. So we will see. Then very simple. So for this list providing so many built-in function. So simply we will use some built-in function to perform various operations over list. Then how I will know how many built-in functions or what are the built-in functions list is supporting, list is providing. Okay, to know, to get all built-in functions, to get all built-in functions, to get all built-in function in list. Okay, so how I will know? How I will know? Just to remember, there is a function dir. There is a function dir. Okay, so dir is a built-in function. Within bracket, I will specify list name. So here, our list name is X. Okay, now I will hit run. Just to see all built-in functions that I got basically this function regarding these functions we will discuss. So first of all, for every collection, list, set, tuple, and dictionary. So to get all built-in function, to get all built-in function, so how we will know? For this there is a built-in function dir. So within dir function, if I will specify the list name, then I will get all built-in functions. Append, clear, copy, count, extend, index, insert, pop, remove, reverse, sort, all are built-in functions, and every built-in function having a specific purpose. So we will see one by one what is the purpose of append, what is the functionality of clear function. So we will discuss one by one. Okay, so give a response. Give a
Yes, sir.
response.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Suppose one point. Suppose Python providing a good facility. Suppose let it. I don't know what is the purpose of append function. Okay. Suppose append is a function. This function append. Suppose I don't know what is the purpose of append function. So don't worry, Python providing a help desk. Python providing a help desk. So how so I can get the detailed information about append function through Python help desk. Just to see there is a function help function. Okay, there is a function named as help function. Okay, so what you write, name of the list is x dot function name. Just you will hit run. Just to see you got a description. So this is the description append object to the end of the list. So every data item in collection, the control will consider as an one object. So append object to the end of the list means insert a new data item. So the data item will insert at the end of the list. Suppose already we have a list. Name of the list is X. Suppose I want to insert a new data item. Let it 500. Suppose. So I will write every built-in function. How you will write? How you will specify your list name dot function append function name. Suppose a new data item 500 I want to insert. So what the append function is telling, data item will insert at the end of the list. Now we will see. Now I will hit run just to see. So all data items as usual already available. So at last the data item 500 inserted. So this is the purpose of append function. So any data item, a new data item, if you want to insert, but and you are using append function, that data item will insert at the end of the list. Clear? Maybe question may arise, sir, I want to insert a new data item in a particular position as per our requirement. For our requirement, I want to insert a new data item. It is possible. There is no problem. Suppose this is zeroth index, one index. Suppose I want to insert a new data item. Let it is 600 in a two index. Inserting a data item. Insert a data item in a specified position. In a specified position. So it is possible. For this, there is a function insert. Just to see, there is a built-in function insert. Insert is a built-in function. By invoking insert function, we will resolve this case. Just to see, so I will write x dot insert. X dot insert function. Okay, x dot insert in which position the index value you have to specify. Suppose I specified 2, that means in a 2 index I will insert a new data item. Let my new data item is 600. Suppose now I want to know the value of x. Just now I will hit run just to see zeroth index, one index, in two index, 600 data item inserted. Inserting a data item at the end of the list, but insert function inserting a new data item at a specified position, that is depend upon you. Clear? Give a response. I hope everybody got clarity.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
okay. So then we will go to the next function. So one function is clear, one function is copy. So copy and clear function. Copy means suppose I will take another variable, let x1, and I will write x dot copy function. That means now what is the value of x1? So all data items of x will copied into x1. So if we want to copy of all data items of a list into another, then there is a built-in function named as copy function we will invoke. Suppose I will write x1 equals to x dot copy function. Now I will write x1. That means I want to know the value of x1. Now I will hit run. Now you see this is the x1 output. All data items of x copied into x1. All data items of x copied into x1. Now I want to release all data items. Release data item will release, not memory will release. If I want to release all data items, this is the meaning is what copy. Copy all data items of a list into another. Now I want to release, clear, release all data items from a list. So for this, there is a built-in function. Let list name is x1 dot clear function. Now I will write x1. That means the value of x1. So clear function means clearing all data items, releasing all data items. Now I will hit run. Just to see all data items released. As a result, I got empty list. This is all about copy function and clear function. Then we will go to the next function just to see count. What is the meaning of count function? Count means suppose 100, a data item 100, how many times it is present. That means occurrence of a data item. So 100 present in two times. Now here 100, now here 100. So output will be 2. If I will write x dot count function within a bracket 100, I will specify the output will be 2. The data item 100, how many times it is present, or you can say what is the occurrences of 100. So now I will hit run. So I will get it 2. That means 2 times the data item 100 is present. Okay. Now suppose then index, then we will go to pop remove index. What is the index value of a particular data item? So index, very simple. Suppose I want to know what is the index value of data item Python. So zeroth index, this is one index, two index, three index, four index. In four index, the data item Python is available. So the output will be 4. Okay. Now I will hit run. So I got a 4. Give a response. I hope everybody getting clarity.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Or others, only one
Yes,
response.
sir.
Yes,
So I
sir.
hope
Yes, sir.
everybody is enjoying. Okay. So very simple, simply list name dot function name. One operation is performing. So one by one that we are seeing. So now we will go to a remove function and pop function. So objective is remove a data item from a list. Delete a data item. Remove means delete. Remove a data item from a list. So for this, two built-in function list is providing, list is supporting. One is remove function, another is pop function, pop pop function. So I will write suppose x dot remove. Suppose I will write, and suppose I will write suppose 100. Suppose then there are 200 available. So 100, first 100 it will remove. So which data item you want to remove, that you specify. Okay. So remove function takes one argument. That argument is nothing but which data item that you want to remove, that data item you will specify. Just to see now what is the value of x. Now I will hit run. Just to see the data item 100 first it removes. But there is a problem. Suppose I want to remove 200. the difference? Objective is one. Remove function objective, pop function objective, that is one. Remove function removing a data item from a list, pop function removing a data item from a list. But difference is remove function taking one argument but pop function having no argument. Remove function removing the data item whatever we are specifying, that data item is removing, but pop function there is no need to specify any data item for function removing last data item. So in our list X, the last data item is 500. So that last data item, whatever you have though, so that data item will be removed. Now I will hit run just to see the data item 500 removed. Okay, give a response.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So this is the
Excuse me,
way.
sir.
Yes.
Sir, here we had written x dot remove 100. Then why only first 100 is removed,
This,
not after Python?
yes. So the linear data structure first the control. When control will traverse means control will visit. Control will enter into the list first zeroth index, then one index. Without zeroth index, how the control will go to the fifth number index? So do you have you studied the data structure using C? I think you have studied data
Yes,
structure,
sir.
linear data structure. Linearly the control is moving forward. In first the control will is go to or control will check zeroth index, then one index, then two index. So in zeroth index first 100 present. So this, when the control saw the first 100, then immediately that data item removed. Function is a developed function, built-in function. Only this function removing one data item, multiple data item, this function at a time, this function cannot remove. Okay, clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we will go to the next function. We will go to, so already append, clear, copy, count. One function is remaining, extend, index, insert, pop, or remove. Already we have completed. Okay, then we will go to suppose a reverse function, then we will go to sort function, then we will go to extend function. Reverse very simple. If I will write x dot reverse, so what is the value of x? So from reverse means 400, 300, 100. So it will display the reverse order of x. Just to see, this is the output. Okay, clear? Suppose x1, another list, suppose I will take suppose 20, comma 10, comma 50, comma 40, suppose. And I will write x1 dot sort function. So what is the value of x1? Sort means sorting data items, means arranging data items in ascending order. Now I will hit run just to see x1 before sorting 20, 10, 50, 40, but after sorting what is the value of x1, 10, 20, 40, 50. So this is sorting order. Clear? Give a response.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
then suppose I have another list. Suppose x2 equals to let 30, comma 50, comma suppose 60. Okay, so I have another list. Suppose x2. Now I want to merge two lists. So x1 plus x2 you can write, but by invoking our function, that is extend function. Extend. So what is the purpose of extend function? Merging two lists. So what is the purpose of extend function? Merging two lists. So now if I will say what is the value of x1, just to see 10, 20, 40, 50, 30, 50, 60. All data item of x1, all data item of x2. So both list data items merged. So extend function purpose is merging two lists. Sort function purpose is sorting a list, arranging data items in ascending order. Reverse function purpose is It is displaying the what all list values in a reverse order. Okay, remove and pop function removing a data item from a list. So in this way, we completed all functions: append, clear, copy, count, extend, index, insert, pop, remove, reverse, sort. So give a response. So give a response.
Yes, sir.
I hope everybody got clarity. Give a response.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Only one point is remaining. So then we will wind off my session. I want to retrieve. I want to retrieve all data items from a list. All data items. Individual data items we have retrieved by their index value. But I want to retrieve all data items. Actually, this point again I will cover in flow control. You remember by using for loop. So till now, suppose we don't know what is a loop. Repetition of an instruction is known as loop. But strictly speaking, again I will cover this point when we will learn flow control. So, but you remember how I will retrieve at a time. At a time, all data items, how I will retrieve. The answer is by using for loop. So I will write for k in, suppose let I will take a list. Suppose let it x3 equals to suppose 10 comma 20 comma 30 comma 40 comma 50. Suppose let there is a list x3. Suppose now what is the value? Suppose let it I have a list. Now I will write for k in list name x3 print k. So what is the meaning? So k is user defined. Basically, k is called as a loop variable. The meaning is what? For each value of x3 in k, for each value of x3 in k, I will print k. The meaning is what? First, each value, first the data item 10 will assign in k. Now body will execute print k. Now 10 will print. After executing the body, the control will go to next data item. It will be repeat. Now the data item 20 will assign into k, then print k. 20 will print. Then after executing print k, then the control will go to 30. The data item 30 will assign into k, print 30. Then after print k execution, the control will go to the next data item 40. Now the data item 40 will assign into k, I will print 40. Now after executing print k, the control will go to the next data item 50. Now the data item 50 will come to k. Now I will print 50. Now after executing print k, then control will go to the next data item, but there is no next data item. Then the control will find no data item. At that moment, loop will terminate. So, but when loop will terminate, before that, all data items already we have got. Just to see, I will hit them. So at a time, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, I got. Give a response. One data item assigning into a loop variable, I will print k. Print k is a loop body. So it is a loop. Basically, it is called as for loop. Again, we will cover. Don't worry. But I hope this point everybody got. For each value of x3 in k, I will print k. So data item 10 is coming to k, I will print 10. 20 is coming to k, I will print 20. Internally, how the control is understanding. Clear? So give a response. My requirement is, if my requirement is retrieving all data items from a list, then I will resolve. I will do that by using for loop. Clear? Give a response.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So this is all about list. I hope everybody have written. Otherwise, you take the screenshot. This is all about today's session. So tomorrow Tomorrow we will cover set. Okay, two I will try to cover two collections, set and tuple. Tomorrow I will cover set and tuple, and you do the practice more and more because it is very easy. Very easy. Okay, but lots of points: clear function, copy function, append function, insert function, pop function, remove function, reverse function, extend function. So varieties of functions performing varieties of operations.